Hey there, Magic Maker. It's Deb D here for your Witch Wednesday, and it's part 2 of our series on intuition. Today we are going to dive on into the first of the 4 clairs. What am I talking about? All that's coming up now. So we began last Witch Wednesday with part 1 on our intuition series. So if you didn't check it out, you can always go and find it. You can catch up right now. Intuition is you. It's the spirit you communicating with you. You are an earthbound human and you're a spiritual being, and your spirit has its own language and its own way of communicating with you. It's you. So we all have intuition. And it tunes in different ways. So there's 4 clairs. And when I say clairs, what is Deb talking about? The 4 clairs: clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizance. They're the 4 major clairs. Clair being the French word for clear. And then clairvoyant, which is the clair we're going to be looking at today. Clairvoyant is clear seeing. So for the next couple of Witch Wednesdays, I'm going to take a clair and we're going to explore and play with that clair. And today it's clairvoyant. So if you want to make sure that you catch this series, you're going to want to subscribe, hit the button so you get notifications. If you're already in the Big Life Magic community, send me a comment or a like to let me know that you're here. I'm so pleased and delighted to be your magical guide. And you know me, I believe we are all magical. And one of the ways we tune into our magic being all of the miracles and wonders of the universe, one of the ways we can tune in is through our intuition. Now, when we're talking about the clairs, you'll see a lot of people talking about these clairs and tuning into them as a way of developing your psychic abilities. And yeah, absolutely. Those people who are interested in developing their psychic abilities are studying these clairs and tuning these clairs. And I want to invite us all into the magical playground. You don't have to be somebody who is seeking to learn more about your psychic abilities because you want to move in that way in the world and offer that through card readings or healings. You can, as a magic maker, tune your intuition, get to know your intuition, and then have it as a part of your world every day. Because it's yours, magic maker. And the thing is, we all have it, and we all benefit from just a little bit of tuning. So today it's clairvoyant. The first thing to know about clairvoyant is you have it. In fact, we have all 4. We have all 4 of those clairs. What happens though, in the way that we are vibing, one of the clairs comes forward as the front runner and is the one that it's easier for us to tune into or receive from. So as I'm going through the series, just vibe in for yourself, anchor into your own magic. Which clair is dominant in me? Because it may be the one that you want to, further expand and, allow to be the leader as you're learning more about your intuition and tuning in. And then the other clairs that maybe you're not so tuned in with, well, you get to play there because you can tune them. Okay, magic makers, let's settle in for some clairvoyance. I'm going to tell you about what clairvoyance is. Then I'm going to help you out with how you can tune your clairvoyance. Remember, we all have it. So clairvoyance, I think, is the one that most people know about, or at least know clairvoyance as it's a thing. Clairvoyance is clear seeing. And clairvoyance is the most commonly known because it's like the title given to a healer or a tarot reader, like you'll go and see the clairvoyant. Yeah, you can go and see the clairvoyant and you can tune your own. Clairvoyant, clear seeing. First thing to know about your clairvoyance is that it is around seeing, which means the way we're going to tune in is we're going to be really thinking and focusing in on your third eye. That's the place where your clairvoyance like vibes the strongest. And you're going to open up to, if I am clairvoyant, how is that already turning up in my world? So let's just say this. Let's put aside the already beliefs and thoughts we have about clairvoyance. For clairvoyance comes forward in this way of like, we go to see the clairvoyant. There's somebody there who looks at a card and then can see more. The clairvoyant is talking to your grandmother. The clairvoyant is looking into the crystal ball. Yes, all of that is true, and clairvoyance is also true for you. So this is the way that you can know that you are already tuned to your clairvoyance. Clairvoyance will come through dreams, numbers, symbols. So think about the moments, when you wake up in the morning and you're like, whoa, that dream was full on. And you may be, connecting to something in a dream that gives you a sense of something that's coming up, or helping you to process something that has happened, or showing you a symbol in a dream. Like an example of that would be if in your dreams you see water. Water is our emotions. So if you see murky water in a dream, then it's like, oh, my emotions are all over the place. If you see like an open lake that looks so delicious you could dive into it and the water is so clear, that's like your heart is opening, your emotions are opening. Crashing waves may be a tumultuous emotional time. So this is a way your clairvoyance is working through your dreams. The other way is, what numbers are you noticing? Do you notice when it's 11:11? Or do you have a favorite number that when you see it, you're like, oh, tuning into that? Or there may be a repetition of numbers turning up for you. That's another way of seeing and tuning in. What about symbols? Do you see symbols at all? Do you get a period of life, or one that you've had now maybe for years, where there's a particular symbol that when you see it, it gives you a feeling of, it may be a feeling of release or joy or peace or a feeling of connection. So now, Magic Maker, just tune into, I'm clairvoyant. I can see through and with my intuition. And what do I see? So the first activation for our tuning of our clairvoyance is just play. What do you see? What comes to you? What repeats? What symbols, numbers, images in dreams, any other way that you see? That is your clairvoyance. To start to just play. And once you play, what happens is we open up. For we let go of resistance of I can't see, or clairvoyance is for other people, the special people with the crystal ball. And you just open up to, what can I see? Right? I'm going to share a story with you now about the apple, and it's about my clairvoyance. Now, clairvoyance is going to come through as our own intuition, showing us something that our inner self, our inner voice, our intuition, our I am presence, the spirit in you, wants you to really, really know in this moment. Earthbound you, know this. That's going to come through. And sometimes when we can tune our clairvoyance, we can also receive images, symbols, pictures, dreams from either an angel or a guide or someone in our soul family who's on the other side. And that's the story of the apple. So this morning, I have the privilege of living on the island of Tobago in the Caribbean. Blessings to this beautiful land the Kalinago Carib land, blessing, honouring to the ancestors and traditional owners. And every morning I venture to the sea, to walk the beach, to get into the water for my salt bath. And this morning as I walked to the beach, I was taking with me some beliefs that I had written down that I did not want to hold anymore. And I was going to bury those beliefs as a part of my kind of working through my own magic, because as a magic maker, I'm tuning my magic all the time, just like you are a magic maker. So this morning I'm walking to the beach with this purpose of, I'm ready to release these beliefs because they're not helping me. I don't want to hold on to them anymore. I want to expand my world. And so I'm feeling, quite aligned with this ritual of the morning. And then I reach the beach, and as you move from the pavement to the sand, there's some big rocks there. And on a rock to my right, not very far from where I'm standing, is a red apple. I see the red apple and I feel the red apple. Now, to me, a red apple is a strong symbol in my life, and it has been a strong symbol in my life for the last 9 years. My beautiful son, Sage Joseph Driscoll, he was earthbound with me till just before his 11th birthday. When he transitioned, we shifted from hanging out as mum and son to hanging out as earthbound, and he's up there and I've got a master teacher now on the other side. Sage, while earthbound, had a mad love affair with red apples. He loved to eat apples, to the point where, as his mother, I needed to limit him to 2 apples a day. When we would go to the market on the weekend to buy apples, and he would get the box of apples, he would so giddy with delight looking at all these apples that he could eat for the week. And each apple was carefully chosen because he knew Mum said only 2 a day. Because if I didn't limit, he would have just eaten apples. So now that Sage is on the other side, if I see a red apple, for me, that is Sage with me. It's an affirmation of my master teacher on the other side, who, while earthbound, was my son, who is now working with me in spirit. And I'm walking to the beach this morning, ready to let go of these beliefs that I know are no longer serving me. And I see this apple, and I see the apple, and I stop, I pause, I breathe, and I say thank you to my own clairvoyance for being open to seeing it, and for seeing it as a symbol, as Spirit's affirmation, and of course a wink to my gorgeous Sage, who now is my master teacher on the other side. An affirmation for me that the work that I was doing on releasing these beliefs was actually tuning in with my spirit, and also all my spirit helpers, and indeed the universal playground, my friends. So just breathing that in, Magic Maker. What symbols turn up in your world? What's possible for you to see? You can see, you are clairvoyant, and we're going to work on tuning that. Now, some more activations. There's 2 activations that I'm going to bring forward for you, Magic Makers. The first being, each of our clairs have an archangel who particularly wants to be tuned in with you tuning into this clair. So for clairvoyance, we have Raziel. Can you all see that? Is that clear? Yeah, look at this beautiful archangel. This archangel is like the secret keeper, known as the secret keeper, like helping us to develop our spiritual gifts and our connection to spirit. That's Raziel, okay? Raziel, can you see here how there's this rainbow? Raziel, when coming through as a vibration, comes through as like all the colors of the rainbow, okay? So if you see a rainbow, You could say, hey, Raziel, I see you because I'm clairvoyant. So the way you can work with Raziel is you can just pause and breathe, maybe go into a meditation, maybe just visualization, and start to just say, hey, Raziel, hey, Archangel Raziel, I am willing to see. I am open to tuning what I can see. Please work with me to develop and expand my clairvoyance. So Raziel, if you call on Raziel, Raziel's going to be like, giddy up, I am there. It is playtime. And it's something that you can continue to explore. It's not necessarily a one-hit wonder. You want to be, when you're tuning your intuition or working in any kind of vibrational shift, you want to be like working with it, finding the flow. So for you, finding this flow may be, you know, each day, I'm just going to like stop, pause, breathe. I would be focusing here on your third eye, for this is where our clairvoyance is going to be the strongest vibration. Our third eye, our seeing. And call on Raziel and say, hey, I'm opening up my third eye. Can you bring your love and light, your rainbow, to my third eye? And just be with that. Try some visualization with that. See if you can feel any different. And be okay about the fact that if the first couple of times you do it, it doesn't really feel like much. Because that's also possible that it's going to take a while to tune in. Or the other thing that can happen is you can actually put your intention there, tune in, call on Raziel, open up your third eye, set this magical intention, and then there's rainbow action. So just be open and playful. We're not going to have attachments to what it needs to be. So that's one of the activations, is just to start with this idea of opening your third eye. And really, it's your words are your wand. You're actually saying to yourself, I now actively open my third eye. I can clearly see. You can call on Raziel. You can work with rainbow light. If you like, I mean, I like doing this. I like getting out the colored crayons. You could draw a rainbow. And as you're drawing it, like you're affirming to yourself, I can clearly see. Just play, 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 play. Third eye Raziel. To help you out a little further, for our Friday frequency, I will be sharing a healing activation, guided meditation infused with Reiki that will call on Raziel, that will bring that rainbow light, and that will help to activate and open your third eye. So if you do not know yet, welcome to the magic of a Friday frequency. Friday frequency is me, your magical guide, sharing a guided meditation infused with Reiki, which indeed is a healing activation. And what I'm doing is I'm tuning into a particular frequency and sharing that with you so you can also tune to that frequency. So that's always on a Friday. You are welcome to join this Friday for the tuning of your clairvoyance with me and Raziel and some rainbow action. And any Friday. There's a whole heap of Friday frequencies you could check out if you wanted to just explore other aspects of your magic. But my invitation is this. Let's play from this Witch Wednesday to the next Witch Wednesday. Let's play in your clairvoyance. Affirming now, Magic Maker, I am intuitive. My intuition is me. It's the communication of my spirit, my higher I am self. It's me, I have it. And I am clairvoyant. Play, open, enjoy. What, Magic Maker, do you see? Sending you so much love and light. Actually, I'm going to send you some rainbow love and light right now. And I hope that you can join me for the Friday frequency. It's going to be there. You can tune in at any time that you feel called to. And next Wednesday, we're going to be back with part 3 in our intuition series. And we're going to be working on our next Claire. Which one will it be? Clairsentient. Next, we're going to work on clairsentient, which is clear feeling. So for now, we're going to be focusing on seeing. Next week, we're going to click in to feeling. And for now, breathe in, Magic Maker, smile and affirm, I am the magic, for indeed you are. Big love, many blessings. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.